you're in this great ecosystem, both with the, this commercial relationship with Facebook, but also all the open source stuff that's encouraged by Facebook, by NYU. What were the conversations that led you to founding a company? Was it because you'd already done it with NextGen Vest?
So I did not want to start a company, first of all. I think if you've done startups, they're hard, and I just come from a grind. And so I was very happy to become an academic for a bit, read. I mean, it was amazing. I was reading books and doing research, and I love science. I just love thinking about things, going into really hard, impossible problems, and going as deep as I can. So if everyone's thinking ever should I do a PhD or not, that's what I would ask you. Do you love science so much that that's what you want to do? Because if all you're doing is for a career step, you're going to hate your life 2 years into it. But I loved it. It was amazing. And so I did not want to leave. I mean, the problem is PyTorch Lightning took off, and I wasn't trying to make that a thing. It just took off and people started using it. And so then VCs started pinging me. They started emailing me being like, hey, we see your open source project. It's working, this and that. And I was like, hey, I'm good. I just sold a company. I just want to focus on research.
I'm more interested.
Yeah, exactly. And now at the time I think about it, all these things have names today, but what I was doing back then was pre-training world models. Today that has a name. Back then we didn't call it that. But I was pre-training models on 8,000 GPUs, single person, doing all the things that the pre-training folks are doing at OpenAI and whatever. How should you scale the thing? What gradient should you use? What's a distributed strategy? How do you prevent faults? And what if the loss function is this? So most of our research at FAIR, at least for me, was more theoretical. So it's more how do you change the math function? So every model has a loss function that optimizes something. And so it's more how do you change the math function? Do you add a regularizer here? Do you use this one or this one? And so I think what I learned was cool, and I have lost that skill a little bit, I think. I need to get it back, is when you leave undergrad and you've done math, right? You're really good at reading math. It'd be like learning a language and you're really good at hearing it, but speaking it is something you have to practice. And speaking it is more like let's say you wanted me to build a model to model this world here that we're in right now. I'd have to figure out how to model the wall and what does the gravity look like and how does the lighting hit and this and that. And that's a math equation. So being able to translate that to math, that was a skill that we developed a lot. And that was what FAIR was really good at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is a cool skill.
Exactly. And so then that's what we train models with. It wasn't, here's a model, train it. No, it's what does the training algorithm itself look like? And if you want to have better representations of the world, how do you accomplish that? Do you make things come together or separate? Do you embed images or not? And if so, how do you do it? Do you use this type of embedding or this type of function? And what's the similarity between them? And what if you add a penalizer and regularizer and this? So most of pre-training today is actually not that. It's more the engineering of pre-training. We were not just doing that, but we were also doing the math. And that's FAIR. That's why FAIR was what it is. These are math people who are also really good engineers, and they can solve these problems together, right? And so that was called pre-training. And so, yeah, I mean, I think the VCs were kind of onto something, I guess, very early. And, they asked me to come in for meetings, and then I flew out on a Thursday, and then by Monday I had 10 term sheets, and it's I kind of got out of hand. And so I was well, I guess I'm starting a company. And so I called my advisors and I was hey guys, so I got all this money that they're offering me. Should I do this? And they're well, your research is going super slow, so probably. No, I mean, I've been telling them, I was hey, listen, because I kept getting dragged into coding every night. And so I was research, run, submit my training runs. Okay, it's running. And then I'm okay, go merge this pull request from PyTorch Lightning. And then it was stuff that I wasn't doing. People are oh, can I have this function for RNN, the way you do a loss function for an RNN, right? Backprop through time. I was I'm not using backprop through time, but now I have to implement it for you. So I started working for people. I was this is terrible. I almost shut down PyTorch Lightning in September. I was this is distracting. And so my advisors were already kind of hey, your research is a bit slow. And I was I was transparent about it. I was hey guys, I just keep getting dragged into this.